What up, YouTube? Seymour L06. We're happy to part 2 of the his interview, explaining his OCD. So, being an outcast in hip hop. So, if you guys new to the channel, like and subscribe. Go hit the Patreon up. It's only $1, and all of my videos that that get blocked will be over there, and all other videos will be there as well. And I appreciate my one member of Patreon. Thank you very much. And I have no videos on there yet because I don't have members yet. So can't put nothing on there without no members. So you guys can go up there. It's only $1, and you guys can check them out. But yeah, let's go. Interview. Like and subscribe, and put something down below, and whatever you guys want me to check out. Let's go. Oh yeah, and thank you again. I appreciate you guys a lot for my 100 subscribers, man. That means so much to me, man. I don't know how much I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it as much as I can because I want to express how much you guys made my day. You guys made my day, man. You guys made my day. So I'm doing as much videos as I possibly can today. And all the requests is I'm going down the list, and here we go.
You know, and
that's hardcore though, I'm not gonna lie, because that shit could take a long time.
I love that. Like, I love doing that process, and that's what helps everything connect, I think, is having just a small team that's willing to, like, let me jump in there and do those things as well. I'm sure it's, like, super annoying for them sometimes as well, but I think that's how it helps everything come together, so.
What would you say is one of your biggest pet peeves when you are actually recording in that process?
My biggest pet peeve recording would be if I'm messing up. I keep messing up when I'm trying to, like, record a verse I just wrote or something.
Okay.
And I keep trying to lay it down and I keep messing up. It doesn't happen often, but when I do, I get so annoyed. I'll just, like, yeah, it's annoying.
But what do you need for you to feel comfortable, like, when you're in the stew?
I think just who I'm working with.
Okay.
I guess.
You have a home studio? Is that where you made most of this project, or?
No, like, I wrote most of it in, like, a closet.
What?
Upstairs at my house. And there's a room up there I use too, but, like, yeah, I wrote a lot of it up there.
What?
Yeah. And then,
so you just put, like, a mic, just put, like, whatever sound dimmers or whatever?
I wrote most of it there.
So you just go in the closet, sit down, and just write?
Yeah, I just bring a speaker in there and, like, write in there. And then there's a room up there I use sometimes too, but I started using the closet. And then I'll go to, I wrote some of it at Tommy's studio. And then we record most all of it there. But I also love working with him because he's amazing at, like, mixing and mastering. Just a lot of stuff that people don't think about. Because once we record a song, I don't like the song to change very much.
Yeah, and you
like, mixing wise. Yeah. So, like, that's a whole process too that I love working with him on because he just knows me and he knows what I like now. And so, you know, once I find someone that does a great job at what I like, I don't really like to find, like, new people.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is something, I'm not sure if this is a true story, but you had a car that was overheating, and then you had to, like, change your schedule and stuff to get to places. Was Tommy a part of your life then already?
I mean, I think I was driving that car to his house. He lived in Grand Rapids, and I lived in Gladwin, Michigan, which was, like, 2.5 hours from each other. And, yeah, there's, like, a song where I talk about that some, but I had a car that would overheat. If it was too hot outside, it would overheat. And then if I was in, like, traffic or something, it would just, like, start lunging forward.
What?
Yeah, and if you didn't go when it was lunging forward, if you kept the brake on, it would just die in traffic. And then you'd have to wait, like, 10 minutes for it to, like, restart. Yeah, it was terrible. So he probably remembers that car. He had a car of it for himself as well. That was a piece of work. Not as bad, but yeah.
If you could turn back time to, let's say you're sitting in this overheating car, you're stressed, but you could say something from future you to then you, what would you say?
I would say just keep working. I look back at all that stuff now and I'm like, yeah, it sucked, but I wouldn't be here. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a crappy car, but sometimes having no money and stuff like that motivates you to work hard, you know, in life. So I'd probably just say, just
Keep going, kid. No?
keep pouring some water on the engine and then start it and see where you can go. Yeah.
That does make me wonder, because now it's like, now you
Low-key, NF kind of motivated me a lot doing these reactions and stuff. Sometimes I feel like, but, you know, watching him and seeing his body of work and, like, you know, motivation and, you know, you want to get where you need to go, but it's going to be hard to get there, but, man, it's going to be a grind. Like, it was a grind, man. Trying to get to 100 subscribers. Like, I'm there now. Like, wow, I feel good. I'm so happy now. I'm trying to get this other stuff going now. So it's work in process.
basically have everything. I mean, look at you, the #1 album. I mean, shit. From those times to now, I mean.
One thing I would tell everyone is, that's kind of why the album's called The Search, is the reason when Perception dropped, I went to like the darkest place I'd ever been, was because I think I realized I was like questioning my life, because it was such a weird experience to have everything that you kind of like dreamed about and not feel like happy from it. Mm-hmm. Like not feel joy. Like when all of that was happening and the record was selling really well and the song was doing well on the radio, I had like a moment of joy or like happiness or whatever, but it like quickly...
It's not fulfilling?
Yeah, it like quickly went away, and then it was more depressing then, because it was like I was already like a depressed person, and like I guess I felt like hopeless, because I felt like, well, if I don't feel happy from this thing that people would love to have in this dream, and now I have money and I have these things, maybe I'll never be happy, maybe this is it, maybe, you know what I mean? You just start spiraling. And then on top of that, just touring. I'd never done like radio interviews, you know, and then I was doing
also a wedding. Also, you got married.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stress.
Yeah, and that was after a lot of the tours, but yeah, like it was just doing VIPs every day, doing radio almost every day.
Hey, you guys want to check out his wedding? I think I seen some clips of it when I was scrolling down. I think I seen some little clips of his wedding. If you guys want to check that one out, let me know down in the comments. We can check out his wedding. I seen when he realized he have a boy or a girl or whatever he have, and we check those one out too. If you guys down to check them, leave a comment down below.
I just felt a lot of expectation, I guess, and I already put so much of that on myself. And then I just, like I said, I felt hopeless, because I felt like, what is there if you don't feel happy from this? Because from the outside, everybody here, we're all, like, everyone's working. Mm-hmm. Like, you have a job, you have to make money, you have to make a living, so you can try to buy a house or buy a car or, like, provide for your family or whatever. And I think sometimes you think you're going to feel a different way when you get that. Yeah, like the way you think you'd feel if someone gave you $1 million right now. I'm not saying you wouldn't be happy and it wouldn't be amazing. I'm just saying you may find it like, if that was your goal your whole life and then you got it and then it was such a quick moment of happiness, it kind of feels depressing, because then you're like, well, what do I do? You're like, what's going to make me feel that way? You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of a weird experience for me after Perception dropped, because I never had that. I spent my whole life working for this dream and this thing and this idea of how it would make me feel. And then I got there and I was like, this doesn't really feel like I thought it was going to feel. And I don't feel happy, so what do I do with my life now? So
now that you've, worked through a lot of this through your music, and with the search, do you feel like you're still searching for that happiness?
Definitely still searching. Like, I think I think a lot of people are. I think I'm just becoming more self-aware, yeah. Going to therapy, super helpful, which I tell people all the time now. Like, I never wanted to go to therapy. I hated that idea, probably because I felt like it was weak to go there, or like, I don't know what it was exactly, or I just felt like as a guy I didn't want to like sit there and tell somebody all my feelings, even though I do it in music.
Which is different, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like, now I need it. Like, I need to talk to my therapist.
Regularly.
Yeah, because it's like, if I don't, I just feel myself, I just get super depressed, you know? Especially when I'm not home. Like, I don't really like different things. And the road's a very confusing place because it's like every day you're on the same bus and you're playing the same show and the same songs, but you're in a different city in front of different people doing different interviews. So it's like, it just gets uncomfortable sometimes. And so I think this tour for this record, I just want to make sure I'm doing something every day that helps keep me, you know, whether it's working out or whatever, mentally in a good place. So.
Well, I mean, you will be and I have to say this because I'm very excited. I can't wait to come. You will be going on tour here. Also, you have a few dates here, and I heard they had to make the venue bigger. Oh.
Yeah, no, that's I don't know if it's right here or which venue it was. It's in Germany, but I'm trying to remember what venue. But yeah, my manager and I were talking about it. It's like, to think I could come here and play for like 4,000 people is like mind blowing across the world. You know, it's awesome.
And also, remember, they don't actually speak English, so.
I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Man, oh man, like, he said some real stuff, made me think a lot. Like, dang, like, once you get where you need to go, you know, everybody trying to get somewhere. Would you still be happy when you reach that? And are you still gonna be feeling the same drive? A lot to think about. That was pretty dope. Oh man, hopefully you guys like this one. Got 2 more to do of this, and like and subscribe. Go check my Patreon out, and like NF said, man, keep working, man. And when you keep pushing yourself to get whatever you need to go. So I just want to keep pushing and work hard. And one of you guys told me, keep doing it, keep trying, keep pushing. That's a good motivation. I thank you for that as well. And yeah, man. See you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. Yes. Go check out the Patreon out, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.